Hello, students. Hope you have completed the notes sent to you in the PDF Part 1, consisting of 7 questions and answers. We now move on to the fourth point, that is, cyclones. When a big amount of air starts moving in a circular way with low pressure at its center, that is, less force in the middle, it is called a cyclone. During a cyclone, wind blows at a very high speed. Because of the strong winds, there's a lot of damage caused. The places close to the seas and oceans are always in danger of cyclones. By now, Andhra Pradesh has experienced around 103 cyclones. A lot of damage has been caused to life and property. Let's see what are the reasons for a cyclone. In the area between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, many clouds are formed over the water surfaces, that is, seas and oceans. These clouds are formed very fast. The air over these areas get heated and rise up quickly. After rising, it gets cooled down with the water vapor in the clouds. There, it forms thunder clouds. When the strong winds continue to blow strongly, it may be very dangerous. Now, let's see the results or consequences of cyclone. A cyclone causes heavy floods. After the floods, everything becomes wet and dirty. This helps the germs, bacteria, and viruses to grow and increase. They carry and spread different kinds of diseases. It damages electricity supply system and telecommunication system like the internet. Let's see what care or precautions can be taken during a cyclone. We need to watch what warnings are given by the weather forecast on TV, radio, newspaper, etc. Before the cyclone starts, it's better to move to a safe place. We should not go near the sea. We need to keep with us phone numbers of our relatives, hospitals, help agencies, etc. for getting help. The fifth point is tsunami. A tsunami is caused in seas and oceans. It's an earthquake that takes place under the water. Sometimes there are explosions and volcanoes under the water. We shall be learning about volcanoes after this point. What can be the effects or results of a tsunami? A tsunami can destroy many lives and property along the coastal areas by washing away everything because the waves that rise up over the water surface are about 30 to 40 meters of height. So nothing that comes on the way of these waves can be saved. Now, let's see what precautions should be taken in case of tsunami. If a tsunami warning is given, then people staying near the sea or the beach should immediately move far to higher places. People should remain away from the ocean till the authorities give them permission. The sixth and the last point of the lesson is volcanoes. A volcano is an opening on the earth's surface from where some boiling substances called magma comes out from under the ground with full force. The boiling materials or magma that flows out through the opening on the earth's surface is called lava, ash, and different hot gases come out from the opening with great force. When the volcanic eruption stops and the lava cools down, it forms a mountain. On the top of the mountain, a bowl shaped opening is formed. That opening is called a crater. Now, let's understand the types of volcanoes. Extinct or dead volcanoes. These are volcanoes that have never erupted for thousands of years and may never erupt. Erupt means come out. For example, in Africa, we have the Mount Kilimanjaro, which comes under this type of volcano. The next type is dormant or sleeping volcanoes. These are those kinds of volcanoes that have not erupted for many years, but there are chances of erupting again. When the opening is blocked by the hard lava, it becomes a dormant volcano. For example, the Mount Fujiyama in Japan comes under this type of volcano. The third and the most dangerous one are the active volcanoes. They erupt many times and cause lots of destruction. For example, Mount Etna in Italy comes under this type of volcano. It is a fact that any extinct or dead volcano may also become active. For example, Mount Vesuvius in Italy was an extinct volcano, but it erupted after many years and caused great destruction. Let's understand the consequences or results of a volcano. Volcanoes can destroy an entire settlement, which means a mountain can come up in place of a river can come up in place of a city, an entire forest can disappear and be replaced by a river, etc. Volcanoes can cause very, very great damage to human life and property. What are the precautions or care that need to be taken in case of a volcano? First, in places where active volcanoes have been erupting, people should move to other places, very far, till the volcanoes have stopped erupting. Food and water should be stored for such a situation. With this, we come to an end of this lesson. Thank you and God bless you.